Hi guys, just a quick video to show how I did this lovely icy blue set. I did these quite early on last week, but I'm only just getting around to uploading them, so I do apologise. I have forgot to record the little finger, but that's just an extended nail bed, and I do it later on in the set anyway, so don't panic, you will get to see it, and you guys have seen me do it a million times anyway. So I'm just using CJP's Amore and my client's natural nail bed area, just to give it that nice healthy glow. I've chose to use Amore rather than Birthday Suit or anything like that, because Amore is a really nice soft pink, and I think the softness of the pink, it really goes well with like really light blues and icy blues. So I am now using one of my Moira UK colours. Sorry I haven't swatched these for you guys, but I will get this done this week and hopefully get it uploaded this weekend. This one is, I think it's called Ice Blue or Icy Blue, something like that. I will find out though, and I'll pop it in the description below for you, obviously with the link and everything as normal. So I'm working nice and thinly because this is a design powder, and I'm also going to add some glitter and cap in crystal glass. So I don't want no added bulk on there. So I'm going to place some glitter just where you can see those two colours meet. So the glitter I am using is Crystal Queen from Diamond Glitters, and I am also using the gorgeous blue from my stacker. Danielle has told me that from my last YouTube video the stacker has now sold out. I do apologise for anybody that missed it. I don't think we will be doing any more, but if I hear otherwise I will keep you informed and I will let you all know. So I'm just placing that on over the join and then up towards the cuticle area, and then I'm placing a nice wet bead of clear acrylic on, and I am placing on a little white snowflake just to finish that off, and I'm just pressing it in with my brush, just making sure that it's nice and secure and where I want it. So I'm going to leave that to set now, because if I applied clear to that now, that snowflake, would just move. So I'm going to wait until that's nice and set and then come back and cap. So I'm going to copy the same step I did at the beginning on the ring finger on this finger. So I'm just putting a more on her nail bed area and then just feathering that down. Just patting it into place and using the tip of my brush just to feather that edge down so there's no harsh line. So then I'm going to go into my Moira UK colour again. Sure, this one's Icy Blue. I'm 99% sure it is, but like I say, I will pop it down below. And I'm going to put it in the same motion as I did before, but I'm not going to cover the whole free edge. So I'm just going over the edge of my Amore and then up the side, down around the side wall and towards the cuticle. Just placing a little bit more on there. Again, working nice and thinly because it is going to be capped. Just using the tip of my brush just to manipulate that powder and get it exactly where I want it. So then I'm going into my CJP's Snow White, and I'm just doing the exact same motion, so I'm putting that just below the icy blue colour and bringing that right up that side wall and then blending it in a little bit to that previous colour. And then going in with a little bit more, and I'm just bringing that right up, making sure I'm just blending it in. I don't want to blend it too much, I still want to be that quite a bit of definition in between the two colours. Then I'm going to use another Moira colour. This one is called Monsoon. This one's a little bit of a brighter blue than the icy blue. I'm just popping that at the free edge and then also bringing that up just to follow the white and the other blue. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add a little bit of glitter just to finish this nail off, because I think at the minute it looks a bit solid, a bit rigid. So I'm just adding some Crystal Queen, and I'm following that first line that I did, so the line between the Amore and the Ice Blue. Just using the tip of my brush, nice little motions. just to make it seem just a little bit more flowy. I know I keep saying flowy in my videos and I don't even think flowy is actually a word. But I do keep saying it and you guys seem to know what I'm talking about, so I'm gonna keep running with it. That's alright. So you can see I'm constantly checking the nail, I'm constantly looking at it like from different angles just to make sure that I'm happy with it and that it looks okay. And then I'm going to add a tiny bit more Crystal Queen. This time I'm going to use a nice thin layer and I'm just going to sort of do a line of it in between the bottom blue, so that's in between the Monsoon and the white. Just a really nice thin line. Then we're going to move on to the index finger. This nail actually isn't the index finger, it is the middle finger from the other hand, but it's the same design. When I recorded it I wasn't in shot. So it's not actually the index finger, but it is the same design as the index finger, if that makes any sense. So I'm going to do a full nail of the ice blue. Working nice and thin, just painting that on. You can just see the pigmentation in that colour is to die for. Look at that. Just a nail like that on its own is just, it's just amazing. I have no words. I really love this colour. So I'm now using my Crystal Katana, which has seen better days, as you can see in that close-up right there. But I'm placing on, I believe these are 1mm crystal diamonds from Diamond Glitters. These are a tad smaller than the ones I usually use. The ones I usually use are 2mm. These ones are a tad smaller, which means they're just a little bit cuter and a little bit hard to work with, but I think you guys will agree that the end result is worth it. So I'm just placing these on in sort of a snowflake kind of design. So I'm just placing them on really carefully. So picking up my katana, placing them into a wet layer of acrylic, and then just turning my katana around and just using that very end there just to push them into place. So it is a little bit time consuming and it is a little bit fiddly, but it does look so cute. And I do want to do more of a feature with these in a set, so I'm just hoping that I get time over the Christmas period. So I actually want to do them like bigger and quite a lot more of them, make them more of a focal point, but I just didn't have time in this set. Literally, I am back to back in salon at the minute. I'm guessing all you guys are the same. So I've just done a thin layer, or well, a really wet layer of crystal glass just to place that snowflake into. So then I pop that snowflake on. Now as you can see, the snowflake does stick out a little bit on either side. So the trick is with these snowflakes, you can either roll them around a C-curve stick to get them to obviously mould to the client's sort of like nail arch, natural arch, but I find if you just put them on the flattest area of the nail and you're using acrylic or hard gel and you're going to give it a nice like hefty layer sort of to be encapsulated underneath, then it looks absolutely fine. Sometimes you do find you take away a little bit of the very edge, but honestly it doesn't take away anything. You will see later in the close-up. And then I am just using a little bit of Crystal Queen around the cuticle area just to finish that nail off. I will apologise because you can hear my little ones in the background. They are downstairs playing. I've left them playing Snap, I do believe it is, and I can hear them having a little bit of an argument over who's winning. So I will be going down to sort them out in just a moment. Hopefully they haven't harmed each other too much. So that is that nail nice and finished now. Just gonna make sure that obviously I'm happy with all my glitter and everything like that. I do love that, I love that snowflake, I do think it's really cute. So moving on to the thumb, just gonna get rid of that bit of fluff there. I am using a more to create a nail bed. So this nail, I did a nail bed and I did a little bit of soft blue on the edge if I do remember rightly. So I'm just patting it out with the belly of my brush and then using the very tip of my brush just to neaten up that smile line. I'm just noticing how much acrylic I've got on my hands, like, my god, what a day this was in salon. It was so busy, so busy. So I'm now pushing this product right back to the cuticle, just teasing it in, making sure I'm happy with my side walls, and then I'm blending that over right to my smile line. And I'm just going to neaten up my smile line again, make sure it's exactly where I want it. Apologise again, I can hear the little ones arguing about Snap. So then I'm just going to place another bead on at the apex area. So I just wasn't totally happy with it, and I just wanted it to be that little bit higher. So I'm just placing another bead on, teasing it into the cuticle area and side wall, and then pulling the front of that bead back, but leaving the bulk of the product where I placed it, because obviously that will be my apex and it will sort of build itself. So moving on to the little finger, I am using Crystal Queen glitter from Diamond Glitters, as always, and I'm just placing that right around the smile line area. So I'm going right from one wing, my god, I can't even talk, wing all the way around to the other, and then I'm just blending this down ever so slightly, not too much because I want to leave the very free edge nice and clear. So I'm just neatening up my smile line, making sure it's nice and flat, ready for capping. Just getting all that glitter nice and flat. Then I'm going to go in and cap the other 3 nails. So I'm capping using Crystal Glass from CJP as always. I have said until I am blue in the face that this is the clearest clear acrylic I have ever tried. It's absolutely amazing. You guys know I rave about CJP for my core. Just can't fault it. Price point, quality wise, customer service, everything is just spot on. So if you haven't already, go and check out the guys at CJP. They also do international shipping now for all you guys and girls watching from overseas. We do. Look at me, I'm just giving myself a job. They do international shipping. So if you have any questions or anything like that, pop them an email or go online, and I think there's like a frequently asked questions section, so it's all on there. So moving on to the thumb, as you can see, obviously my smile line's all nice and refined, and I'm going in with the ice blue colour again. I'm just going right up one wing and down to the centre of the smile line, and just feathering that down ever so slightly. So nice small beads. Don't forget this is so pigmented, you only need the tiniest little bit. A little bit will go a very, very long way with these products. So I'm then going up right up to the other wing, but I'm not coming down to the free edge. You can see I've left that corner section nice and clear. So I'm just painting that on right up there, getting right in that wing. Then I'm going to add a little bit of glitter. So I'm adding Crystal Queen and again the gorgeous blue from my stacker. I almost feel a little bit guilty doing videos using my stacker when it's not available anymore. I do apologise. So I'm just placing that over the edge of the blue, just to get rid of that harshness. So adding a little bit more Crystal Queen. So I want this to be more silver than blue. I'm just tidying that up, making sure it's exactly where I want it. And then I'm going to cap this in now using Crystal Glass once again. I bet you guys get sick of hearing me say the same thing over and over again. So I only need to cap the free edge area, because obviously the Amore is already a strength powder. So I'm just turning my brush round and bringing that right up Then using my belly of my brush just to pat it all in place. Making sure that it's nice and eat. Oh my god, that's because T's cooking. I'm just thinking about eating. Nice and neat. Making sure it is the same thickness the whole way around the nail. Now, I do apologise once again because I have forgot to record myself top coating this set. But here is the finished set. Et voila! Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click like and subscribe just to keep up to date with all my latest videos. Please have a go, and I'm going to say it, Merry Christmas!